Ako yung play.
Let me go to hell. This is a message to all the Christians on this app on behalf of all the heathens. Please just let us go to hell. Like, just let us go there, and we are asking you to let us go there so you don't have to worry about saving us anymore. You don't have to comment on everything anymore. You can let us go there. We want to go there. Because every day here are the comments that I get. Number one, I'm such an idiot for thinking that the world just popped up into existence, because what people will do is say, I believe in God and a creator, and it makes more sense because there's creation, so there must be a creator, not realizing that they've just placed a middleman in the problem and backed the problem up a step, and they didn't solve anything. Because then you have to answer, how did God come into existence? And if God always existed without being created, then you admit that things can exist without creation. So then why can't the universe just exist? And even if you prove deism, you still have all your work cut out for you in proving that God is in any way good, or interacts with the world, or is worthy of worship, or which one is the right God. You literally solve nothing by adding God to the mystery of existence. The most rational response to looking at the universe and the origins of the universe and the origins of consciousness is to say, I don't know, not let me ask what first century Palestinians thought, since they didn't even know that germs made us sick. Maybe we can just leave them where they are and have a modern conversation about the mysteries of the universe.
Let's just stop it there. This is actually a 7-minute TikTok video, and I'm not going to respond to the whole thing here. I just want to offer a couple of thoughts. First, it's completely appropriate for Christians to warn people of the coming judgment. After all, that's what Jesus did. In fact, Jesus uses some pretty graphic imagery when he tells people that it's better to pluck out your eye or cut off your hand if it causes you to sin than to be cast into hell. Think of it this way: just as any decent person would warn someone of the dangers of taking cocaine, any decent Christian who believes in a real coming judgment should warn others of the dangers of sin. Of course, someone could say, please let me overdose. All you people telling me not to take drugs, just leave me alone. Let me overdose. I want to overdose. Well, this raises the question, when do we give up on warning people? It leads to our second point. Christian, it's not your job to save people. Warn people.
Pwede na ka mo. Can you respond to that first? And before we move on, kasi nag-change topic na siya. Okay. My wife nga pala is here. She will be responding to this video.
What do you call that?
Huh?
That I'm not, hindi ako masyadong magaling sa yung mga fallacy, pero I forgot what it's called.
Just explain the error, sige.
Kasi for me,
sige.
For me kasi, yung mali yung pagsabi niya na mag-warn ba tayo not to take drugs and all. So it's just right for Christian to warn people of hell. Kasi meron namang actual and real na makikita mo sa effect ng drugs versus sa hell. Yun lang.
Yun lang yung nakita mo na ano ano pa. So
for me, parang mali yung pag-compare niya sa hell, sa dangers of drugs and dangers of sin. Yun yung gusto kong sabihin.
Okay. Okay. So sa intro, first I want to express na yung atheist, it's a ano na din known na din siya na atheist na girl na sa TikTok. So I always see her videos, but it's the first time na there's someone na nag-respond, si Red Pen Logic with Mr. B. So number one is I want to express na yung babae is being clickbaity. So I want to go to hell. So sinabi niya doon na naiinis na siya sa mga, hindi naiinis, but to the people that are commenting that she is dumb, that creation is real because there is creation, I'm just let me go to hell. So to give number one, it's clickbaity. No one wants to go to hell if it is real. No one. If it is real, no one wants to go to hell. Kasi the description nga is forever kang susunugin. No one, even atheists, if hell is real, ayaw kong mapasok sa hell. Nakakatakot ang description ng hell. Forever kang sasaktan na hindi ka mamamatay. Magre-regenerate lang yung thing mo and masasaktan ka lang forever. No one wants to experience that. No one. I don't know anyone. So let me clear that up. No one wants to go to hell. The title is just clickbaity. It is a frustration of a person that kanang biktima siya, or siya ay yung other end sa tao na may hero syndrome. So nakaka-frustrate kasi na yung tao na gusto akong i-save, wala naman akong karamdaman or wala naman akong pagkakamali in the first place. There are instances na yung hero actually is saving a person. There are a lot of instances. There are a lot of examples. Kagaya na lang ng binigay niyang example about drugs. There are a lot of people who will intervene sa mga drug addicts or mga drug pushers and drug lords, and they don't listen. There are instances na yung mga heroes talaga are valid. Sa story, sa difference lang ng isang atheist versus isang Christian na may hero syndrome is, yun na nga, atheists value evidence. That's the real reason why they no longer believe in a God, kasi wala siyang evidence na nakikita, and a lot of arguments and evidence to even counter the claims. So yun yung atheist. So yung babae na nagsasabi na let me go to hell is being clickbaity kasi controversial yung ano niya, but she doesn't really mean that she wants to go to hell or she deserves hell. It's just that na-frustrate na talaga siya, and since she doesn't believe, wala namang harm na mangyayari sa kanya if she does go to hell, kasi hindi naman yun totoo sa mata niya. So the problem with that kind of statement is, yun na nga, mami-misunderstood siya ng karamihan ng mga common na theist, nakaka-confuse siya kasi you as a Christian literally believes in a biblical literal hell. So it is kinda confusing to say na ako as an atheist, just let me go to hell. So let me just correct that. No one wants to go to hell. And then tawag dito,
also parang hindi rin ako agree sa sinabi ni girl na in behalf of all of us heathens, yung statement na yun. Kasi no, I'm not part of what she said, kasi parang frustration lang yung based on emotion lang yung mga sinasabi.
Yes, based on personal niya na frustration, kaya nasabi niya yon. So I am not a representative doon, and it is, for me, it is just entertaining the atheists na are frustrated as well. So ang mga atheist lang, nakagaya ko, na frustrated din sa isang hero syndrome, ang makaka-relate sa kanya and will be entertained with that kind of video. But Christians that are sincere in believing in a literal hell will be really confused. And atheists who value, yung binavalue ng atheist is maintindihan siya, and while mawala yung confusion is hindi yun ma-value. Isa na din ako doon na I don't see value in the video because it just nakaka-confuse lang. It is very entertaining for me because I understand her. I understand what she means, but it could have been delivered in a different way. And please go to hell, please let me go to hell is just really clickbaity and controversial, kaya kinagat niya yun kasi sisikat ka din talaga kapag ganoon yung style mo.
Also, para
magva-viral ka, sorry.
You're right about parang mas binibigyan niya ng gap between Christians and atheists.
Na hindi naman siguro, pero so, resulta lang. Parang, hindi niya na think through ba na ganoon yung
parang nag-build siya ng wall instead of bridge.
Yeah, I think so. So, yun, I'm not a fan of this video. I like most of the girls' video, the woman's video, except this one, kasi yun nga, gives a different kind of feel eh. Please let me go to hell. So we don't want to go to hell. If it is real, if it is proven to be true, I don't want to go to hell. Kaso walang hell, we don't believe in it. Kaya I'm going to say as a kanang sarcasm na please let me go to hell. I can say that. Please let me go to hell out of frustration because I don't believe in it. Walang mangyayari sa akin. Pero pero kung totoo 'yun, no one wants to say that. Natatakot ang tao kasi nakakatakot ang description ng hell. Now, yung sinabi mo na fallacy sa lalaki, ang binigay mo na example is drugs is real. Drug use is a problem. It is very real. Hindi siya equal sa example na please let me go to hell kasi hindi naman totoo ang real sa konteksto ng mga atheist. So what you're describing is called false equivalence fallacy.
Hindi yung yung isa.
Yung equivocation fallacy, iba din yun eh.
Iba yun. Yun yung nasa thought ko. So, mali pa.
So, baka synonym lang sila, baka other term. Ang tawag doon. Basta yun. So, false equivalence, mali yung pag equivocate mo. So, mali. Kasi, ganito ha, drugs is very real. No? When you see a drug addict, even himself knows that it is a problem, and
you see the drug itself.
You see the drug itself. And physical siya, matitake mo, and it's a menace to society. It is a problem. Drug users even acknowledge that the drug is real and it is a problem to himself, and he will say na just leave me alone, let me die, just let me go to hell. That's what he is saying because it is real. And it is false equivalence kasi when an atheist says that let me go to hell, we don't believe in hell. So, it is a mali siya na pagkumpara kasi nawawala yung konteksto eh. And this is very malicious for Mr. B to do. Malicious kasi you reduce an atheist into someone like a drug user. I am not a drug user. I am not comparable to the drug addict kasi I don't believe in hell. Drug addicts believe in the drugs. It is the drugs is physically real. Hell isn't. So there's a wrong comparison there, and it is very malicious, and it's a malicious thing to do because a lot of people will yung common sense matitrigger. Common sense, yeah. Parang ganoon kasi the way he explains it makes perfect sense. I am trying to save this atheist. I don't want this atheist to go to hell. It is just me trying to save another friend that uses drugs and nag-overdose sa drugs, and it is just me saving. Hindi ganoon. It is not equal. When you want to save a drug user, you are trying to save that person because drugs is real. When you are trying to convince an atheist that hell is real, the problem is you just believe that it is. There is no evidence that it is real.
Exactly.
And there is a very big difference. You are trying to save that is very human of you to save a fellow human being that is nalulung na sa droga. The difference is you see the drug is real. It is very real. The person who's using the drug accepts or acknowledges that drugs is real and it is a real problem. You two agree on that. It is reality. Heaven, on the other hand, is real only to you. See the difference there? Because why can I say that it is real only to you? Because we have not provided any kind of evidence yet to say that it is real, it is true, it is a literal hell na biblical ang definition. That is the problem. So we cannot compare. It's unfair. It is very malicious. It's a malicious thing to do. This guy is way smarter than me, I know. And I can't even think of something like this to do, to be malicious. Na parang, may parang, kasi madali kasing gumawa ng fallacies eh. And pwede ko din tong i-commit to lure dumb people into convincing na tama ako. Pwede ko naman gamitin ang fallacy eh. And kaso bobo ako. And I think that's the hindrance. Kasi bobo ako. And this guy is really smart, no? So if I commit fallacy, it's because maybe I'm dumb. But this guy is really smart, you know? I think siguro I don't know. I don't know if he's really smart, but maybe because he is successful as a content creator. I think that's one of the proof na he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about. And it is malicious, no, to witness something like this. You are smart and you have committed this kind of fallacy. I doubt you don't know that this is a fallacy. And I am kinda parang ang pangit ng impression ko sa'yo na ganoon yung ginawa mo. You are smart, you know this is a fallacy. How come you have committed this kind of fallacy? So you are a malicious person. Okay. Isa pa. And I think maganda ang ginawa ng babae sa video, yung atheist. Ang ganda naman ng mga ginawa niyang example. Napangit lang kasi, yun nga, sinabi niya na, please let me go to hell. Ang ganda ng sinabi niya eh, about creation, about you just adding one layer of a problem to a problem already. The mystery of the universe and our existence is a problem. We have yet to figure that out. And you're just adding one layer, God problem. Diba? Kasi kung sasabihin daw, let me just reiterate what she said, kung sasabihin mo daw na God created the whole universe, and then if I ask, who created God? And you will say, no, God existed, walang nag-create kay God. And then, that's just a layer of a problem. And nag-add ka lang ng God eh. Pwede namang universe is just is. No? Na, pwede naman ko namang sabihin na walang gumawa sa universe. Na-create lang din siya. Kung ganyan din yun naman yung arguments mo na ang God ang gumawa and then walang gumawa sa God. Why are we putting another layer to what we already observed? We haven't observed gods. We only observe universe. Then what if na-create ang universe and walang creator? Same thing as your God, na na-create ang God na walang creator. So it's just adding one layer to the problem. And it's a problem because a God concept is unfalsifiable. Universe on the other hand can be falsified kasi we already have tools to investigate our cosmos, no? Okay. So let's
yung video ng babae. Only that wag mo kaming like generalize sa, because she's just frustrated.
So move tayo sa lain na topic. So remember when I asked about when I described to you about a TikTok video I saw, yung squirrel and hawk. Okay.
That's the last topic. Sa pizzeria.
Yun. So, sa yung squirrel and hawk. So, I scrolled through TikTok and sometimes may parang siguro kasi may nag-heart ako ng mga animal videos. Sometimes may lalabas na nature videos. No, not animal videos but nature videos. May lalabas na mga graphic na video, no? So, it was very graphic. It's like there's like a squirrel that was naka-belly up. And then a hawk is yung paa ng hawk sa katawan ng squirrel, and then bukas na yung tiyan ng squirrel. And then kinukuha ng hawk ang mga entrails while the squirrel is still alive. And you can hear the squirrel in the video screaming. And So I opened the comment section, and a lot of jokes were made. Sabi doon, unboxing video. I'm just laughing, but in reality, I was really, hindi din ako na-disturb pero napa-reflect ako napa-reflect lang. And there was this video there was this comment, sinabi niya doon na siguro sa frustration niya, sa nakikita niya, sinabi niya na, so eto yung designer niyo, dinesign niya talaga to, na may hayop na binubuksan yung tiyan, na kinakain yung entrails, and nagsasuffer. So yun yung question niya. He's wondering whether this God is all loving, and if this God really designed things. Kasi kung dinisenyo niya ang mundo, di ibig sabihin na-design din to, na eventually ang hawk kakain, and kakainin yung squirrel, and there are times na instead na ulo yung kukunin niya tas instant mamamatay yung squirrel, but there are mangyayari yun, pero there are other times na bubuksan talaga ng hawk ang tiyan ng isang squirrel, and isa-isa niyang kukunin yung mga entrails at kakainin while the
Squirrel
is still screaming, still alive. And I know it's painful siguro kasi we have developed pain receptors, animals develop that. So that squirrel experienced pain. So yun yung question niya. So I opened the replies, and there's this, like, of course, Christian nag-reply na, why do you parang naha-hyper-focus ka sa death? Part naman sa buhay natin ang mamatay. It's part of life. So kung importante sa iyo ang living, importante din ang mamatay, and that's the cycle, sabi niya. So it's very nice. It's very comforting. But what I want to respond to that comment is, it is the unnecessary suffering of the animal. I mean, you can always argue when a human being is suffering, no? Na-rape siya ng ilang years sa kanyang papa sa loob ng dungeon, and then nagkaanak-anak na yung ni-rape niya, and then pati yung mga anak sa anak niya nire-rape na din ng papa. So that's a suffering na your Jesus Christ being crucified on the cross is nothing compared to that kind of suffering that the woman na-undergo. Nothing yung pagkapako ni Jesus Christ sa krus, sa i-rape ka everyday ng papa mo, and nagkaanak ka, and yung anak mo na naman ang ni-rape ng papa mo. That's nothing. Your Christ is nothing to that. What I want to say is, you can argue na it's the original sin. It's sin, it's free will. Even if you don't have any fucking evidence for those kinds of arguments, let's just entertain the idea na that's because of sin. But animals, man, anong kinalaman ng animals to undergo such traumatic unnecessary suffering sa kanilang life?
Did they also have original sin?
Did they have original sin? Meron ba silang ginawa? Kinain ba nila yung isang squirrel ba sa Adam and Eve? Ang kinain din yung apple while Adam and Eve is also eating. So I do not understand. Okay, I would ang ganda ng sinabi ng lalaki na part ng life natin is death. I will agree. Death is beautiful as life. I don't want to live forever. I want to cherish the moment of the time I have here, and then I will die. Ang ganda ng konsepto ng death. If there is a creator, so create niya ang life, ang ganda. Ang create din niya ang death, ang ganda. Suffering is very questionable. It paints something with that God. Beautiful God, what? Malicious God. Why is this God? Bakit ganito yung creation niya? Bakit ang eagle, ang ganda ng pagpalaki ng eagle sa nest niya. Pero there are instances na kakainin ng eagle yung bata na buhay. Hindi instant death, yung tweet pa sa
yung mga
iglet. Kakainin ng mama. Kasi walang protein, kulang ang pagkain. Kakainin niya and ibibigay niya sa kapatid. So siguro I would feel that there is a creator that is loving if instant yung death ng baby eaglet.
Or yung squirrel.
Kasi okay, it is very necessary to have proteins in our body para makakain. Okay, may prey and may predator. Okay, ganito yung system mo. Okay. But predatory system na may unnecessary suffering, that's really something else. And to animals, I would, if I'm a god, I would impose unnecessary suffering to human beings. Because how nasty human beings are.
Original sin.
Because of how nasty human beings are. My personal opinion. Because of original sin.
Because of the devil.
Because of free will. Okay.
Free will.
Eaglets.
Animals?
Ang cute ng eaglet na 'yon. Pinlock ng nanay tsaka hinulog sa nest. Monkey, chimpanzees killing the baby of monkeys. Kinuha yung kamay tsaka buhay pa yung unggoy Pinalo-palo sa puno, sa lupa, na dizzy yung unggoy, pinalo pa ng masyado hanggang sa nawalan ng malay at saka namatay at kinain. Monkeys na may sakit na kinakamot niya tas dumugo and parang self-cannibalization, kinakain niya yung kamay niya hanggang sa maputol. Kinakain niya din yung ibang kamay niya. So, part of the design. That's part of the design. It is the design. It's no one's fault. It's the nature. It is the creation itself. And how come we see things like this? It's like there is a creation, okay, I would entertain the idea, but the creator is evil. Because if I were the designer, okay, if wala na talagang sistema para ma-appreciate ang life, in order to appreciate life, there should be death. Okay, I would create that as a creator. No? And then, okay, gawa ko ng mga Sims. Okay, may original sin. But the animals should be exempted, no?
But they're not exempted from difficult birthing and labor.
Yeah. When the Bible,
si Eve lang ang
women lang
like human female
ang
magsasuffer through childbirth
because of the sin of Eve.
Because of Eve's original sin. Bakit
Walang kinala.
nasali yung female mammals?
It's unfair na nakasali ang whole women population. It's so fucking absurd na nga. If that is his justice, na isali ang kasalanan ni Eva, isali sa wife ko ang sakit ng childbirth, isali sa mama ko, madadamay yung ang kapatid ko, lahat ng mga ng kababaihan. It is fucking absurd na nga Absurd na yan Hindi naman kasalanan ni Jessa na kumain si Eva ng apple. And that is already very problematic to begin with. Why are you punishing Eve for eating an apple when she at that time has no concept of right and wrong? Kaya nga fruit of knowledge yun The moment she ate the apple, yun yung moment na nagkamalay siya. Why would you punish a child? No? If it's like Eve is like a child, like at that time. Before the apple, Eve is like a child. Would you punish a child or the parent for planting an apple in the center of the... Ang problematic na nga ang dami ko nang masabi na problematic yung pagkasala ni Eve. Problematic na idamay ang buong kababaihan. Dinamay mo pa yung mga babae na animals.
Female mammals.
So, it's either there is a God, but that God is either stupid, has no concept of justice, and is fucking evil. So if there is a God, what we are observing right now, what we are reading in the Bible, is ridiculous. So kung talagang ipupush natin na merong Diyos, I would have to accept that this God is evil. Kasi, yes, we can all see the good, no? Kasi ang common kasi na argument ng mga common na Pinoy is, ginagawa natin yung mabuti. Kapag nagkakasala tayo, yun yung talagang maala. Exactly! Gumawa ka ng mabuti, tas nag-scam ka, alangan na bang papatawarin kita? Nang scam ka eh. Pumatay ka ng tao, nagnakaw ka, alangan namang magta-trust pa ako sa'yo. Of course, kasi ang bare minimum ng tao is hindi gumawa ng masama. Gumawa ka ng masama. Kaya people will remember kahit na ilang milyong kabutihan pa yan ang ginawa mo. Hindi
kasi yun yung bare minimum.
Bare minimum ang gumawa ng kabutihan. That's the bare minimum. Ang hindi mang scam, ang hindi mang traidor, hindi magnakaw, hindi pumatay. Pumatay ka ng tao. Di ganun. That's the bare minimum. Expected ka na gumawa, at least man lang, hindi gumawa ng kasamaan, or at least man lang be neutral, na wala kang silbi sa lipunan. Okay. Wala kang trabaho, wala kang bibigay na pagkain, okay. Wala ka eh, unsuccessful, hindi ka successful sa wage race eh. But you are not doing any kind of harm, hindi ka nagnanakaw, then you are okay. Walang magagalit sa iyo, walang sa Bisaya pa, walay maglibak sa imo. Kasi you're just minimizing harm. Hindi ka umiinom kasi wala kang pera. Minimizing harm. But umiinom ka pero wala kang pera. Kapal naman ng mukha mo. Pera, kinukupit mo pa yung pera. Nanlilibre ka pa. So yun. I don't see the point of unnecessary suffering. If I was a designer, I would have designed it na magsasuffer ang human beings. I am that kind of evil God. Magsasuffer ang human beings. But I would let the animals not suffer. If the animals exist, I would design them to not feel pain. Or if it's impossible to not have them feel pain, madali lang siguro. I don't know. I am a God. I don't know kasi limitado yung concept ko as a human being. If I were a God, I would have a lot of possibilities available to me. Right now, I don't have. Hindi nga ako scientist eh. If I was a scientist, siguro mas marami akong mabibigay na mga what ifs na solusyon sa problem of suffering. If I was a God, siguro mas marami pa. So I don't know right now ano yung solution ko sa problem. All I know is unnecessary suffering exists, and it paints God in a very dark na color. Hindi lang butterflies and rainbows and trees. There is this kind of thing that exists, and it's I don't know why it exists in the animal kingdom when pwede naman niyang gawin ito sa tao lang because of original sin, because of blah blah blah. Even if those original sin, I don't even believe in that. It's already problematic, but I am just
pa yung unnecessary suffering.
Layers and layers of problem. Onions na okay, ina-accept ko na lang to. Sige, sa'yo na lang to. Okay, I would agree. Pero ang daming problema. I don't know where to start. Ano pa? Okay na?